This has been a very challenging week, I would say, for everyone. Some stories affect one person. What's going on now in our country affected everyone. From when the moment George Floyd was murdered by the cop, our country went up in flames, in emotions, in action, peaceful demonstration, and demonstrations that caused also a lot of destruction and pain and burning down cities. And, looking at social media and talking to people, everyone has different feelings from all over. One side feels the police are killers and kill people, minorities, kill black people, Hispanic people. Some people feel, what are you talking about? The police are, they're there as the protectors, and the demonstrators are wrong. Some people feel that the president's doing great. The other people feel that the president's doing a terrible job. The governor's doing great. The governor's doing a terrible job. There's such strong opinions. Some people, if you post things, it means that you don't like the police. If you don't post things, it means that you're a careless, cold person, that you care less about minorities. And there's so many different emotions and opinions on all different sides. And I'm sure you're watching it, have one strong opinion about one of the points I said. But, many people ask me, so, Rabbi, what's your point of view? And when you come to a rabbi, our job is always not to give what Yossi Harlich's personal point of view is. If you're coming to me, is you want to know the Torah, our Bible, our guide, our inspiration. Does it give us some insight, some message, something that we could think about while we're watching what's going on around us, while the pain and disappointment and the anger that's going on, no matter where you stand in this issue? But everyone is frustrated right now. So I'd like to share with you one thought in Torah that I think if we implement this, it'll be very, very helpful. We study ethics of our Father during the Sabbath on Shabbos between Pesach and Rosh Hashanah. This week we're starting the second cycle. We're reading chapter number 1. And chapter number 1 says there's one interesting Mishnah that it says that if we follow this Mishnah, I believe this will help us tremendously what's happening now in the world. The Mishnah says there are 3 things a person should try to do. Number 1, aseh lecha rav, get yourself a teacher. Uknei lecha chaver, get yourself a friend. Ve'havi done as kol adam l'kaf schus, and you should judge every person favorably. That's what it says. Now, what does it mean to say lecha rav? You should acquire yourself a teacher. Why is that so important to have a teacher? Because I'm in school, I need a teacher? No. He says like this, because we, in our own life, it's very hard for us as individuals to be objective. Meaning, let's say you have an issue with your spouse. Let's say you have an issue with your children. Let's say you have an issue at work. Let's say you have an issue watching something going on in society. Let's say you have an issue with friends. We have very difficult time being objective because we have our emotions, our personal interests, and our personal glasses and lenses that we use. And a lot of times we can't see things objectively and know what the next thing I want to do and not do, is it really coming from a place that's right, or it's coming from a place of emotion? Is it coming from a place that really I want to make a difference in the world and make a difference in my friend, or it comes from hate and anger? So when you have a teacher, you turn to them, you say, tell me, what I'm about to do or not do, is it something that is approved or disapproved according to the Torah? Well, I want to go and whatever the thing may be, burn down stores because I'm upset about certain things. No, but you can't steal no matter what. Or if I want to go help a certain person, is it really helping the person? Or is it really for my own selfish needs and I want to get something out of it, but I'm really not helping the other person? So when you have a teacher, the point of a teacher is that you could turn to them and a teacher that you believe that their moral compass is correct, that knows the Torah and knows Jewish law and knows God's moral ethics God put into the world, and say, is this something godly? Is this something true? Is this something right? Even if I'm disappointed or not, their job is to give you the answer. So today, when you watch around the world, what's going on, the question you always have to ask, true, I have a strong opinion, but is my opinion clouded by the anger, or hate, or feelings that I have towards other people? Or is it really coming from a place of Torah's point of view? And that's when you turn to a teacher and say, tell me, what is the right thing, because I'm so caught up with it emotionally. The next thing is a knei lecha chaver. It's very important for you to acquire a friend. Why? Because a friend will look out for you, a real friend, a true friend. How do you know if someone's a true friend? How do you determine a true friend? Number one, are they there for you in difficult times? And number two, which is even more difficult, are they happy for you when things are going good in your life? As you know, many times you feel bad for your friends, and when things are going bad, oh, they have marriage issue, or child issue, or business issue, oh, I feel so terrible. But how about, are you happy for them when things are going great for them? Maybe in things that you're struggling with. Maybe they're very successful in business. Are you happy for them? Maybe their kid hit a home run in life. Are you happy for them? Maybe they have a beautiful marriage. And these are things that you struggle with maybe. And are you happy for them? Having a good friend also will look out for you, will care for you, and make sure the decisions you make are they coming from the right place, you make the right decision. And the last thing the Mishnah said is, have they done it kol adam l'kav schus? You need to judge every person favorably. What does that mean? It's amazing to watch now how much people judge people right now. That if you're anti the protest, meaning that you're if you're anti the destruction that's going on, means you really don't care about black lives or minorities. If you are demonstrating, means that you don't care about whites. If you don't write anything on social media, means this. If you do write, it means that. It's like watching people's opinions. That if someone says something who doesn't do something, means that they are a certain way. Meaning, don't judge other people. And judge other people positive. There's always reasons, and more reasons than you could ever understand, why people say things and don't say things. And it doesn't always mean based on your conclusion why they do things or why they don't things. So I think right now, we've been in this for a week. If we could implement the three things the Mishnah tells us. Number one, get yourself a teacher. Someone that you trust, that you feel that they really understand and they have the right moral and ethics. And the only way to make sure you have the right moral and ethics is you have the Torah, the Bible. And then you ask them, tell me, what I'm feeling right now, what I want to do right now, is it coming from a right place or is it a wrong place? And even if it's coming from a right place or a wrong place, is it the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do? Yes or no? Acquire yourself a friend, a good friend, because a good friend will really look out for you. And the last thing is, judge every person favorably. And like I shared this morning, my Lubavitcher Rebbe, during the 1991 Crown Heights riots, when I live in Crown Heights then, the mayor of New York was Mayor David Dinkins, the first black mayor of New York. And he came to the Rebbe and he told the Rebbe he wants to bring peace to both sides. And the Rebbe said, there's no such thing as both sides. We're all one side. We're one city, under one government, and we're one people. And I think that's something that we all have to try to internalize this point. We are one people, in one country, under one government, all really deep down caring for the same thing. We all want to live a peaceful, tranquil life with goodness and blessings. And our nation should be, once again, a model nation to the rest of the world. We hope and pray this coming week will be a real week of blessings for everyone, that we could all really think about the pain that the other side is going through, the other person is going through, and try to be a little more understanding and be a little more open-minded to understand it, and say, let's get together without destruction, without pain, with real peace, with real caring for each other, and let it be right now.